scanned.
Hi and welcome back to Surviving Mars. A bit of a change from our normal lineup. As you're probably aware, over the weekend I've been live streaming with a frustrated Canadian. Much to my frustration. No, it was actually very much a great deal of fun. Thank you to everybody that supported the stream, and obviously I will be streaming again next weekend, so a big thumbs up to you all to say thank you, and I hope to see you on live stream again. Anyway, let's get on. So we've just got the initial situation set up where we're producing fuel. As you can see, we've got our fuel plants here, and we are collecting metal and other resources together. What we need to do is this water supply over here we want to draw into the fuel production, but also I want to build in this section here a dome, because I need the dome to be able to access these rare materials, rare metals. So if we get started, and one of the things that I have been meaning to do is I would do with a transporter. Send me one now, please. While that's on its way, let's get the water situation, water extractor placed plumb on top of it there.
Sector scanned.
And let's get the supply line over for the water, and of course it's going to need some electric, so we will get that on its way as well. Keeping it nice and tight. This is our transporter on the way. Now, these supply depots down here, whilst they were helpful initially, I think we really need to move these out of the way. So, with that in mind, let's move the fuel to there, and getting the right one. Just let's sort this out. Need to get this explorer moving on to there, get that on the way. We're going to take that for resources. He is going to come here and gather some resources for us. Actually, let's get him picking that resource up first. Now, let's move metals depot there, concrete depot alongside, we don't want the rare metals up here because we're going to be sending them back to Earth initially until we've built up enough money to survive. The polymers here. Electronics. Machine parts. And finally, that'll be it. Okay, so we need to get our drones working on that. Let's move the RC controller to there. Put in our rare metals here, because this is going to be where we're going to have our rockets landing the most. We don't want him to go yet. What we want to do is start our first phase of terraforming once my dog has finished making noises. Have you finished? Good girl. Right, we're going to get those rare gases onto the Earth, onto the Mars even, not Earth. Now the RC rover is in position, we can now Those are all being removed. Putting the rare materials there. Now what we're going to be doing is, obviously, as I said, we're going to get our first, might as well put that in so you can see, a self-sufficient dome should be quite adequate for the task. I want to
Sector scan.
try and get it there. Oh, he's in the way. What's he doing down there? Go and deposit there, thank you. And we will try that again. That crater could be a bit in the way there. No, it isn't. Fine.
We found some useful material in the debris from a small meteorite.
After minimal processing, the resources can be transported and put to good use for the benefit of the colony. We've discovered 30 rare metals. That is good. Once he's got his, once that transporter there has sorted his cargo out, we will get him on the way. Now we're going to attach the water, and of course we need to also attach from here as well, like that. And we need an electric supply. Now when this comes online, we are going to have a shortage of electric, so we are going to have to address that problem before it gets too far out of hand. We don't want those there. And for the rare metals, we need a rare metals extractor. You can go there with a power supply. We'll put this power supply in after the rocket's taken off, and then we've got a bit more space. So let's start looking at the power. Let's put an electric turbine in there. And place one in there as well. And they've got a bit to go be getting on with, so we'll leave them to it. We will set those as high priority.
Sector scan.
And that is a slightly lower priority. And that one is a low priority too. Of course, we can change the priority as we need to, as the need arises. Let's go and get those rare metals, which were over this way, I think. There they are. Let's get him over there picking those up. And get him off to research here. Okay, everything seems to be moving along quite well. The rocket is nearly fully fueled. We could do with some more drones. I'm just reluctant to spend any money at the moment. We're down to 2.3 billion. Research wise, we have an empty slot. Let's get Stirling generators on that list. And while they're working, let's fast forward a bit.
Research complete.
We'll come back to the research in a minute. It's not going to matter that we've taken one off. Let's have a look at this. Once he's picked that up, let's get him filling up on other resources. I see that we are almost, let's get that on high priority. We could do with that water as an urgent matter. Okay, we've got one turbine running. Let's have a look at our power situation at the moment. I think we need to get a couple of battery, a couple of power accumulators in. Let's make that a priority as well. And what can we downgrade? Let's downgrade that for the moment. It would appear that our truck is now full. Let's get him back here, and he can offload rare metals there. We need to keep an eye on our scanning. We want to keep that going for as much as possible. We need a waste rock dump, which we're going to put here. Now later on in the game, this waste rock will be able to utilise for the terraforming process, so we don't want to have it too far away.
Research complete.
Seems we've got a bit of an issue with the connection here. Let's just sort that out. Okay. Looks like I've got no choice than it to look a bit crazy. I'll get rid of that one. No. Looks like crazy's the dish of the day. Oh no, there we go. Let's turn this plant off. We've got no humans on colonists here, so we might as well switch it off and save energy. Okay, so we're producing 50.5 watts of energy, and we are using 33. Let's move this back up. Some priority. That should be ready shortly once there's the concrete. Oi, where are you going?
Sector scanned.
Told you to go here. I don't know what that driver's up to, but he seems to be working his own shifts.
The rover manipulators held the silver-white mineral up to the camera, just as the chemical analysis came through. We found tellurium.
In a moment, the chief engineer at Mission Control was at the communication station, urging instructions to the RC Explorer on how to handle and analyse the discovery. It was amusing to watch the almost childlike excitement in the eyes of the expert. This is a significant discovery because it allows us to overcome an old problem in metallurgy. Easily machinable metals allow for economical manufacturing of components, but the factors that allow it usually lower their performance and vice versa. Those engineers had always been challenged to find ways to balance the two factors. The addition of tellurium to iron alloys allows them to perform better in both areas. And this reduces the costs of robotics by 10%. That's fantastic news. Okay, he's offloading the rare metals, and then I'll send him over here to offload the rest of the metal, but I'll get him to pick up first. We should be able to do that if I do that. And I think that's as far as I can go.
Milestone achieved.
Our rocket's going off to get some greenhouse gases and drop them into the atmosphere. There is a sight to behold. Okay, after he's picked his full load up there, that, and send him to there. Okay, he doesn't like to do that after picking up until he's got a full load. We'll know next time. Let's switch off that there. We've got a bot repairing a bot here. I think he was caught in the blast of the rocket. So we've got the first 3 milestones. We need to construct a dome, which is here. I think we need to increase that priority now.
Sector scanned.
Let's put that's on lower priority and that's on high. That's fine. The drones will get round to doing that once they've cleared the backlog that they've got here. So let's fast forward a bit.
Research complete.
Let's get him over here, get him to pick all those up. And our explorer has finished. Let's get him to go to that one. So everything seems to be progressing quite nicely. Now that rocket's gone, I can actually lay that electrical wire down from, let's take it from there. And straight down like that. And that is our second wind turbine come online, and we're now producing 61 watts or kilowatts to 33 being used. The charger's fully at capacity. So that's good news. Polymers. Right. We are going to need let's launch that. We're going to need those polymers to actually finish that construction of the dome here. I think they've got everything there that they need. They just need to build the structure now. Well, let's have a quick recce of the research. Now, what can we do? if we get the terraforming subsidy, that will give us a bit more money. Although that's going to take quite a while to get through. So the turbines are going to be certainly an improvement to energy production. The extractor amplification will increase the amount of resources that we get by 25%, but it will put an extra 10 kilowatts of drain on power. I'm saying kilowatts because I'm just presuming it's that. I think we'll leave that for the moment. Automated storage is something that would be beneficial going forward. And we could do with making a polymers factory, which is, where is that? Ah, that's the one we want. And let's fast forward this a wee bit.
Sector scanned.
Okay, that's the water extractor online, so we've now got water coming in.
Research complete. Anomaly analyzed.
Okay, we've got more money coming in, and we've got a cyclone coming in. Guess what, folks? We've also got our probe coming in, or shuttle should I say, I'm not sure what you would call it. What do they call it? Supply pod. Supply pod's arriving.
Sector scanned.
And that nice twister has given us a power shortage situation. But guess what, folks? That's where we're going to leave it for today, with everything collapsing around us. Thanks to Mr. Twister, who's just died out. Fantastic. Okay, I'd like to thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe. Please leave a comment if you wish to do so. And remember to ring that bell. Goodbye.